Right, we got Climax versus Standing Pals
Radiant team.
for the Team Doge finals. First game has been picked up by Standing Pals. They did a very convincing evil push. Just kind of pop slap people around. Show people what they're supposed to do when you have Lifestealer with
Radiant team ban.
Storm Spirit.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job with that. Storm
They're
Spirit.
not playing around, they're going. They went straight into the bans, they ain't playing around. Bye bye Clockwork, bye bye Alchemist, we ain't putting up with them this game.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad, you know, Clockwork's been kind of annoying these last couple of games.
I mean, he hasn't been able to get too much. We haven't seen a Clockwork really snowball out of control like we normally see. And it looks like Climax are going to ban the Wisp there again.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, you know, Io is so OP
Dire team pick.
with just about any hero.
Yeah, I kind of like picking it up and not even utilizing the relocate as much anymore. Just picking it up with the DK, that overpower onto your DK is literally impossible to kill that hero. As Standing Palace starts off with a Weaver first pick.
Oh, hey, no slippery. Fun is not going to be locked this time, so we get to watch the Weaver played out.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we'll
5
see what
seconds
Climax wants to pick up here. There's, I mean, some good disables. I mean, Bane comes to mind for taking out the Weaver.
Reserve time.
Rubik as well, one of the best supports to have when going up against Weaver. Even the Mirana is pretty nice to have. Land that arrow as Weaver's farming in the lane. Not really realizing or expecting it, but they're going to go with the Nyx Assassin as their first pick. So fight insects with insects, I guess.
Yes.
And the Rubik, that I like to see.
And Rubik, they're not playing around. They got him covered twice.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if these
for
are
ship A.
necessarily going to be the two supports here. I actually do like the Nyx Assassin offlane when you think you can get away with it. It's a pretty powerful hero. I mean, he's not entirely easy to kill with the Spike Carapace to escape. If people are chasing you, they're generally in a line, so you can turn, get an impale. And you're pretty tanky if you pick up a Stout Shield as an agility hero with high armor. So he can do well in the offlane.
5
And
seconds
then they can get another
remaining.
support alongside that Rubik.
Reserve time.
As we await the second pick
We're
here.
going all the way into reserve time, so we got tryhard going on here for Standing Pals. They're not playing around. They want to make sure they get this right. They want to make this game 2 to be the last game of the series.
Yeah, and remind us how much money is on the line here in this finals.
Oh, I think the entire tournament's got 50,000 Doge.
And what does that equate
Doge
to?
coins. It's a Bitcoin thing. I don't understand Bitcoins. I had somebody translate like how much it is, and I failed miserably at understanding it.
Well, a Bitcoin is roughly like I think currently like $600 or $700, so I doubt it's 50,000 true Bitcoin.
Radiant
So
team.
we'll see.
No. Yeah, I don't think it's actual. I think it's like one of the like small. I don't understand the Bitcoin
Dire
crap.
team ban.
I guess it's like dimes, nickels. I don't know. I don't understand how that works.
Yeah, so this is
I'm about to
smaller.
get fussed
No.
out. Yeah, it's just smaller. I hear no. That's all I get. No explanation. Just no.
Remaining.
We
Alright,
have a
well,
disconnect on Climax, by the way.
5 seconds
it's not their
remaining.
captain. They'll be okay, and he's already back. So they go Weaver
Radiant
and the
team
Bristle
ban.
back again as their second pick here. So maybe looking to go aggressive with that Weaver, and I don't see a Crystal Maiden or a Visage or an Abaddon being banned out. So all those would be good pickups here for
Dire
Stan
team
and
ban.
Pals. Meanwhile, Climax, they're going to ban out that Storm Spirit. They don't want to have to deal with that again. And we see a Gyrocopter, a hero that is hard to aggressive lane into, getting banned out alongside a Nature's Prophet.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Alright, so I just got the explanation of the prize pool. Translated to actual value, it's somewhere around $400 actual value for first prize.
Nice, not too bad at all.
So it's not a bad prize pool at all. It works out very nicely. But yes, they did have to translate it to me, and it took the entire time from when they picked Bristleback on. So it kind of gives you an idea of how much explanation it takes to explain
10 seconds remaining.
what it is.
Well, to be fair, Bitcoins, if you really dig deep,
5
are
seconds remaining.
extremely confusing with all the encryption that they use, and I don't know, and
Reserve
the
time.
mining of it as well. But either way, we see a Life Stealer picked up now.
I know.
Even with the Storm Spirit being banned out, they still want to go for it, so they could go for a Queen of Pain or a Puck in their mid lane. And likely looking for either a support and an off-laner. And of course, their mid-hero for Climax. So Stan and Pals go over to their third pick. I would expect a Visage here, or at least a Crystal Maiden. Although going against that tri-lane, Lifestealer and Rubik, it's a little more defensive. Could be hard to get some kills. They're going to go with the Bane instead.
Dire team pick.
Puck.
Well, there's the Puck, so
Radiant
that explains
team,
things.
pick.
That's that Nake's Bomb. Going to be the carrier this time.
Templar Assassin.
Nice
Templar
pick.
Assassin's not a bad pickup, though, to make sure they kind of control what's going on there.
Yeah, some armor reduction to go along with the nasal goo, as well as Templar Assassin does lane quite well versus the Puck. Puck only with, basically some auto attacks, the Orb and the Waning Rift, which if a TA knows what she's doing, she shouldn't really take any damage because of the way refraction works. And Puck, pretty squishy. Taking a melt hit is going to hurt a lot as some more bans come out. The
Dire
Timbersaw
team
as well as
pick.
the Mirana getting banned out. And now we'll see what that other
Well, they're not
support is
putting up
going to
any
be.
sacred arrows this game.
Well, they could. I mean, we saw them support the Mirana last time. I think... Oh, it's banned. Just kidding. Yeah, they're not. That is probably what they wanted, though, so they had to expect that, I think.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, so waiting on this last pick here. Let's see what it's going
Reserve
to
time.
be. I'm really surprised we haven't seen any Visage. It's just kind of strange to me. Such a good hero, still valued very, very, very highly.
See,
Just not seeing it.
because you made that statement, you're going to see him now.
I mean, hopefully. But they are definitely taking some time here. They're probably thinking, do we really want to lane this Puck against the TA? Where else can we put it? Maybe we could pick up a Venomancer and put it against the TA in the mid lane. It can get it done, I guess. Or, yeah, there's the other side of that. Or the
Radiant team
Viper
pick.
is going to go pretty nicely. So this means that Puck is... Well, we'll see where this Puck is going to go. Puck is probably going to be off lane. As an Ancient Apparition comes out, that's pretty interesting. They, I guess, realize that the Viper is going to go into a very fast mech, so now with this Ancient Apparition, if he hits level 6, could be pretty nice. Stop any of that heal.
I actually like how it's an actual, almost insta-pick. Oh, you pick Viper? Hey, done. No, they didn't even wait 2 seconds. They just did it. So, starting out on the dire side, we've got Susie on the Lifestealer, John Peck on the Nyx, Albrecht Drewer on the Rubik, Senpai is got the Vipers, and Smiags is on the Puck.
Alright,
Somebody crashed.
Yeah, TA crashed
We're not
out
sure who.
there. It's Sheepy.
Right, and now Shapey. Oh, well, he doesn't have his Storm Spirit this time. I understand. Now, starting on the Radiant side, the Cold Never Bothered Me Anyway is on the Weaver in the top lane. You got Kunkka Monster on the Ancient Apparition. Sheepy has got the Templar Assassin, probably going to handle the mid lane. Stan King is on the Bane because he wants to control the world, and CBX is kind of chilling out on the Bristleback.
Yeah, they're running this Bristleback defensively, so it's just going to be the Weaver going into the off lane. I guess they're trying to run some duo lanes here with an Ancient Apparition, which is going to be kind of interesting. I mean, if you're going to run the duo lanes, you might want to have just ran an Abaddon or a Lich alongside of this, but we'll see what they can get done with the AA here, played by Kunkka Monster. If his Freezing Fields on his Crystal Maiden are any indication of what he can do on a hero that requires some positioning, like Ancient Apparition, then he should do quite well this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the big things that they need to realize is how they've got everything laid out. But hey, since we got a second, let's go ahead and talk about the couriers. On the dire side, we have the Enduring War Dog brought in. And yes, this is mainly so I can ignore the drawings.
Yeah.
And Genuine Star Ladder Grillhound is on the Radiant side. This is why you don't give people time.
Yeah, speaking of Star Ladder, the finals
It's a
just
banana!
finished up, and those are pretty exciting finals. If I guess I won't spoil them because they are pretty recent. So if you haven't seen them yet already, check out the Navi Alliance Star Ladder Series 7 finals. Some nice suggestive drawings there.
Well, they're kind of bored, you know? No one likes a pause. There's not much you can do about it. You know, their maintenance is going on. They just don't know it yet. Furiously typing away here, trying to make sure everybody's all lined up.
Yeah. We need some team drawing exercises. I guess.
Only on Tuesdays. They're like, is this being streamed? They're like, oh well, maybe. Watch this video. Oh, is it 2 girls in 1 cup? I want to play too.
Well, someone put on the series indicators, but didn't indicate which team actually won the first round there. But it is this is game 2, so it was Stan and Pals that actually took the win.
6 minutes to game set.
EG 1 second. On what? They can actually win something? I didn't think that was possible. I mean, it's EG.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I was unprepared for a pause this long going into this game, but we see TA pulled up some regen there pretty nicely. Gonna go into that bottle quickly, and then look to get the phase. Maybe just go to the Treads Yasha, sort of the new school TA play, more so than the phase into the Blink, because the threat of counter initiation is pretty strong against this team. And I think they're just gonna want to run and stick around and fight anyways because they've got the Bristleback. So if you can keep him alive, and it'll be CBX playing that again. We'll see. AA might just be going top.
A lot of situations.
AA might just be heading top to basically take out or stack these Ancients as well, and sacrifice himself, but maybe get his levels when the Bristleback decides to roam up and take down the Ancient stack.
Well, a lot of it is making sure that you can kind of control the overall lane functions. I notice he hasn't picked up any of his skills yet, so depending upon how he wants to lay it out, AA has a lot of good functionality if played correctly in a support role. Weaver's already got a Shikushi. He wants to go in there. He's going to be aggressive. I mean, it's a fairly standard thing used by Weaver players. They just go in, they poke, they keep running. Bane hasn't picked up any skills. Bristleback hasn't picked up any skills. They're all kind of wait until they get in lane. Big thing to notice, though, is tangos have already been shared with Sheepy. So Sheepy should be pretty much ready to walk in. Viper already has a shared. So they're going to run on the mindset that they can survive just a couple of shots here. Now, this is nice. They are using teamwork to finish their drawings now.
Yeah,
They've got to really work on their
good one.
coordination, guys.
Let's see, what else is interesting to know? What is Puck going for? Just some standard regen in a circle. It should be the offlaner here. And you have Viper with the Wraith Band. TA is going to have that bottle coming out pretty early on, though, in the mid lane. Oh, this is how Sheepy finally reconnects so we can get this game underway.
As everyone cheers. Yay! Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, hey. At 4 minutes, they'd be forced to unpause. Just so you know.
Alright, looks like we're good to go.
So, we're good to go. We can actually watch something now. They spent a lot of time practicing their drawings, though. You must give them props for where they've got them.
It is a macro.
So,
Nice.
we've got a report Rubik, yeah.
30
The Puck is actually looks like he's going in a solo situation.
Yeah, I mean, they picked up Puck
mythicals.
pretty early on to be their mid laner, and there's quite a few heroes that do really well against him. TA being one of them, definitely. So they dodge that matchup and they pick up a Viper sort of situationally to put in the mid lane. But should do well versus the TA. TA is not going to have a good time unless this TA player is
The battle
very good at this
begins.
matchup. Alright, so the rune control early on here in this game looks like it's going to be Nyx Assassin picking that up here, so not really going to do too much. It's not a first blood getting rune. As Chilling Touch is skilled up first, so you do got to watch out for this Weaver. I mean, that's a lot of right clicks. Even with just 2 of them, adding 50 damage is another 100 damage. So they can harass with that. Although it does, I think the problem with Ancient Apparition is his spells really, they're good, but they just cost so much mana that they're just not quite worth it. As Climax hits a big 2-man impale, but now they're going to turn this around, and one more attack with the Sakuchi. That could have been a kill, but you know, Rubik is there, does have sentries. They force out some regen already on this Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of people mistake how useful that Chilling Touch is. It is great, and a lot of people use it just to push the lane. A lot of it is best for defensive. If they're trying to push on you, you fire that off, and you'd be surprised how quick you'll kill them.
Yeah, definitely. The only downside is it does slow your attack speed, so early on sometimes you might not be able to get that attack off in the first place, but it's usually, you know, overshadowed by the fact that it pumps up your damage almost. It's almost like a double damage rune early on in the game as bot lane. We'll see how much Puck can do down here. She, or it, or he, is the offlaner going against the Bane, who...
Welcome to the wonderful argument of what is Puck.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Puck's in a bad situation, though, and looks like Stan King's just gonna harass him away. Level 2 came in just in time to keep Stan King from probably punishing her all the way.
Yeah, now has the jaunt as well as the phase shift to be able to dodge some things there. Dodged an auto attack, which, you know, every little bit counts at this point. As the pull through over by the Radiant here, but it's going to be the Dire that clean up probably the neutrals as well as these creep and force back behind the tower now. Or the Dire, not the best time, or the Radiant, excuse me, not the best time to pull there.
Well, I think their big concern is they don't want to get caught out between that impale and the telekinesis, and that's really going to be the biggest thing, because they could really easily lose a Weaver in very short time to just those 2 combos. Not counting any auto attacks that would
Oh,
come
mid lane,
behind.
this could be the first blood right here. Sheepy will get it.
First blood.
Nicely done. And if he
There's
lives through the
nothing more
corrosive skin, which he
mysterious
will.
until it
Oh my
has been
god, are they
spilled.
actually maxing corrosive skin again? Like, what are these what drugs are these vipers on right now? I don't really
It
understand.
does okay, it just doesn't do what they want.
Dyer's middle
Ridiculous.
tower.
There's
I think
no
they're mistaken.
nether toxin is so good. But I guess no one wants it. That's fine. I don't really know why you're going for corrosive skin when you should be just maxing your poison attack, maxing your nether toxin. 1/1/1 is fine, and then start maxing up that nether toxin. But not gonna be the case, I guess.
No, a lot of times they have to try to make sure they have full control over the situation. Big thing to notice here is the Weaver is kind of sitting back. He wants to get a kill here. I don't think he's going to get it. But it's almost like he's sitting here going, okay, come over here. I want you to cut through the trees.
No, he's just pulling the creep into the lane.
Ancient
right now.
Apparition is actually...
Whoa, what wards are those? Ancient Apparition has wards? What? I did not know that. Those are pretty badass. That's why they picked it.
to show off the awesome wards.
Yeah.
I understand.
Uh-oh, could be in some trouble here is the Weaver, but they don't drop the sentry in time, and most of the stuns had already been used. But back to Sheepy in the mid lane. He's not farming incredibly well, which, it's not an easy lane to farm it, but he does pick up that first kill. Has an Invis rune bottled up now. Should be winning out in the levels, and actually, if we look at the graphs here, Stan and Pal should be winning an experience overall, given that they are running 2-1-2 here. So they're about 1,000 XP ahead, and because of that first blood, 100 gold ahead, but that doesn't really matter at this current point, as the phase boots come out here for Sheepy. So it looks like he might be going for a phase blink, but I'd almost rather prefer drums or treads into a Yasha and then maybe a BKB after that, just to stand up and fight. But phase drums Yasha won't be too bad either. He goes in here for another kill. The trap goes off, needs that melt hit to reduce the armor, will get it. The Viper Strike goes out, but it's all too late for Climax. Sheepy just needs to attack one more time. Meld.
The truth is
Nicely
all
done.
around you,
And
but
it
it
is good to
hides
go.
from the
And the bottle's pretty
unworthy.
much fully charged, so he'll be able to get back up to full health. Another kill there in the mid lane, and with Sheepy snowballing out of control like this, something needs to be done.
Yeah, I'd like to see a rotation, and it looks like there goes. Rubik dives in. Rubik dives in, wants to take some shots off. But I don't know how well this is going to work out for Rubik as he tries to fight up against that refraction.
And the other side for refraction
He
just
just
comes out
doesn't have the
again.
damaged output.
Sheepy needs to bottle up here. Get that meld hit off. Gets another kill. Nicely done. Rubik will go down. Now he's going to meld, but he's right on a sentry, and Sheepy a little slow to realize that. But it's okay. It's worth it.
I
mean,
think
he
it's
gets
one of those
another kill.
situations where even when you notice it, you're like, okay, what can I do now?
Well, running would have been
Ran
a
for
good
the bushes,
start.
but didn't make it.
He also had a bottle charge on the completely unused, so I don't know. Still a good trade. He forces 3 people to come after him. He's killed the Viper twice. Viper does pick up that kill. Now Puck rotating over, only level 4, trying to find XP somewhere. As John Pack going to get another D ward, nicely done. Carrying on those sentries, as we got Lifestealer is going for a Midas here, but it's not going to be incredibly fast. This Weaver is doing really well, actually better in this matchup. Climax is definitely losing the mid lane. They're losing the top to a duo lane because they're not duo lane getting any kills. They're not really helping out mid all that much either with the supports that could be rotating because, well, Weaver does very well versus Snakes in that 1v1 situation if they're left to their own devices. And then bot lane Bristleback, the most farmed on the
Dyer's bottom
map.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, see, the problem is Puck thought he was going to come in and get a nice little gank going on top, but Templar Assassin's got her sonic traps down in the ward lot, so she knew what was coming on, so it was almost a wasted run down there. You used up the haste ward to get out there,
Dyer's bottom tower.
so
Yeah, and
basically you can almost look at it as all Puck just did was deny the ward,
And not even.
or
Puck
deny the
missed,
haste rune.
Puck missed out on a couple creep waves of experience there in that bottom tier 1 tower. He could have maybe been level 6 by now. Maybe not quite level 6, but he would have been closer. And actually, Puck, it's not a bad timing here. He's not going to have many items, but he's getting his levels. He will have Dream Coil. So as well as the lanes are going for stand-and pals, they've got to be careful that that first Snake Bomb, or that first big team fight with the Dream Coil, doesn't catch him off guard. And I wonder where Bristleback will go here. I wouldn't be against seeing a mechanism for this Bristleback.
Well, he's saving up pretty nicely here. It doesn't look like he has any items on the rush. But he's just kind of making sure he has control here. They've got 3-man gank coming in on the mid. They really want to deal with this CA. They just can't figure out how to get her.
Well, that's a good way to
Gets the refraction up. Just about everything is just going off and just not doing the damage they needed to do.
Yep, no reveal this time either. Stan King, maybe it can get off that sleep. No, not quite fast enough. I'm surprised he doesn't have boots already. I mean, it is 8 minutes in. The courier's been upgraded. He's on about 1,000 gold, but I guess doesn't want to buy boots. Buys up an
Went straight for the urn instead.
I mean, Bane is pretty fast. And urn is definitely a pretty good item. I would maybe just like to have seen the mana boots. Pretty mana-intensive hero. Especially if Bane's not fighting. Like, he gets this urn now, but he's 0/0/0 on the KDA, and if he doesn't actually rotate and start getting other things done, he does have the Fiend's Grip here, and if he gets it, this could be a start of getting those. Okay, or just that. That'll work. He is level 6 here, just 8 minutes and 50 seconds, so this Bane has done well. He has spent a lot of time in the jungle just pulling, getting up his levels, and now he's got an urn with no charges, because he didn't actually have it, so
Dire's
unfortunate.
bottom tower is under attack.
No, it's just in his stash. Hasn't made it out to him yet. And unfortunately, Dire's having a very hard time of controlling these lanes at all. I mean, it goes back to like you were saying with the Bane already has all of his levels, and if you look at the level listing across here, the Dire side has got so many guys under level 6 right now. They're just not getting the farm they need to.
Oh, another kill in the mid lane going towards Sheepy. Actually, Bane is going to get it, and for some reason running from the puck here when maybe they could have just run this puck down. They definitely could have just ran this puck down. One more brain sap and a meld shot, and that puck is gonna melt.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of the thing is just making sure that they're not wasting their times. They didn't know what was behind it. So it's one of those, just in case somebody came in on the backside of the warp, they didn't want to rush in.
Now she's going for it.
But here he goes, diving in now. Templar Assassin's got the refraction up, just kind of running in, seeing what's going on, and runs off.
But
already
Bane
knows
still
she
there.
has a regen.
300 pure damage probably would have killed the puck, potentially. Sorry, there's maybe a dog barking in the household, but that shouldn't be going on much longer. Rubik, though, trying to pull. He is level 4 right now, not doing all that great. AA is up to level 6, and this is where he really gets useful. Ice Blast is that one ability that is very spammable, and I like it a lot more against lineups that really want and need to push. It's very hard to push into that. Here they go. Stan and Pals making possibly their first mistake here this game, getting a little over-aggressive. The time lapse is going to be used. The stuns are going to miss, and he's going to go back into this dusted up. This guy is crazy, and he's going to go down. I don't know why he ran back in. He was able to escape.
Yeah, that was kind of a bad idea.
Giving up a kill for pretty
I think
much
that
no
might have been one of
reason.
those shift commands that you forgot to do.
I don't think you're going to shift command run to the enemy fountain. I was trying to escape, and he wanted to go back in because of the AA ult, hit 3 of them, but I mean, he was already dusted. He's under a tower anyways. The entire team was there. And that's getting, dangerous, because now Rubik gets some XP off of that. He's going to be level 5 soon. As soon as Rubik gets level 6, he's able to steal Sakuchi, and then suddenly Stan and Pals have to start buying dust, have to start buying sentries, because Rubik can start making plays. And green is back to drawing here.
Well, green has to keep us entertained now. Green's doing his job.
Well, it looks like he's just back. Alright, there's the capital G. We can go. 5 and 2, about 3,000 gold, 6,000 experience points in advantage
Dire's
here
middle tower is under
for
attack.
Stan and Pals, as Sheepy looks to be pushing in the middle tier 1 here. Bristleback finally finishes up his Vanguard. I would have rather seen a mechanism this game, personally, because they don't really have another mech carrier besides this AA, who is not close to one at all. And here comes the team fight in the top. Fiend's Grip goes out, and there's no stun here, so Stan King is going to kill the puck. Nicely done. Well, maybe not quite. Will go down, though. Now Lifestealer getting focused down. This Weaver needs to be careful, needs to extend the play for another 5 seconds. Here comes TA, though, chasing up. Weaver needs to throw out these bugs as well, could get a lot more out of it than they currently are. He's back to full HP here. There's a buyback from the puck even. Weaver. Bugs are a good spell. He will take out the Lifestealer, so that's nicely done there. Dust goes out onto the TA, so now TA has to pretty much fight. Stunned up there. Finally, the Bugs are going out. That armor reduction. There's the backtrack, or the time lapse rather. And they've taken out two. Sheepy still alive, bottling up, has the wand, and puck. Yeah, they're going to get him. The meld hit there. We'll take out the puck. 10-2 here in game 2. And looks like Stan and Pals, they want that money.
Yeah, they're not playing around. They're really coming at this really very hard, and they're not giving up a lot of room. They're following up a lot of room. They're following up with their combos very well, and they're not allowing for a lot of fails. The only thing I've noticed so far is that one time where the Weaver overextended, and that could have just been as bad as he'd already clicked over there on a shift Q and never canceled it after his R.
Oh, Sheepy, I don't know why he's so scared here. He's level 11 to that Viper. I mean, I guess the creep wave is there. Now he can maybe go for it with that trap that is set up there behind the Viper. I mean, he's got Phase Blink here. I mean, at this point in the game, it's very, very strong, although I feel like the general trend on TA players is to go more for a stand-and fight build, maybe with the Treads and the Yasha, or even Phase Drums. Tank up just a little bit
the
more.
big thing to notice is Templar already has his blink, so she could really just pop behind, meld, and kill in so many situations. But here comes a really nasty fight coming out of the Bristleback. He thinks he's got a fairly open fight. Didn't realize the Rubik was sitting there hanging out, and now they've got to fight a little harder than they probably expected. But they're taking it fairly convincingly.
That was the smallest Ice Blast radius I've ever seen in my life. Literally the size of a puck. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, just not expecting everyone to be there, caught out of position. If we look at the dire wards, I mean, they've actually got ward vision on the runes, but they don't see everyone just walking across the middle. It is nighttime, and another fight. 14-2 now is the score, so the finals look to be, well, almost decided here because game 2 is going much in favor of Stan and
Dire's
Pals.
middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures.
Yeah, but with mid tower still standing and no racks been taking out, there's still opportunity for things to change around, and a lot of things is going on here where people don't realize they've got 4 guys sitting on the mid. Rubik's out dropping wards. He wants to make sure the Dire side has such great ward placement this time, but they just seem to be missing some of these major pushes and major crossovers that keep coming after them, and they're not quite realizing the damage that an AA can do from anywhere on the map.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah,
is
definitely
under
the global
attack.
presence is pretty nice. Although when he is close into the team fight, he does have some great spells to throw out. Mainly the Chilling Touch here, and wasting a little bit there on the TA illusions, which I now realize were illusions. The real TA heading top, blinking up forward, behind.
Dire's
Can he get the
bottom
melt hit
tower
off? Does he
is
have the
under
damage? Almost! A little bit more attack speed there. Say if he had Treads, probably could have got that kill. I mean, blink phase is fine, but it's an item that once you
Big
get
thing
it
to
and you
notice
start
is
falling behind, then you...
Over in the Dire Ancient Land, they're trying to take out the Nyx. They've already Fiends gripped him, and now they've just got to catch him. He's out of sight as he TPs away.
And another pause there. Viper going to be disconnecting out there. That's Susie, this time with the mechanism. No, it's not. That's Senpai. Yeah. Having issues, clearly. It's going to be a long road back if Climax wants to win this. I mean, the only thing they've got to do, pretty much, or that they can really do, is try to take a good team fight, nice counter initiation with an infest bomb with the puck. But, I mean, they lost every single lane, so that's not a good way to start. For some pretty snowbally heroes that are, well, continuing to snowball, so game's only going to get harder. Bane picks up a kill. I guess the Urn finally takes down the puck there. And we've got a Bristleback that's actually just going straight into a Radiance right now. He's about 1,000 gold away from completing that. Which I don't like. I mean, he goes for the Vanguard
very hard
first.
on that one.
So he's going to be a little tankier, but I don't know. You already have a lot of AoE damage in the Quill
Well, they
Spray.
just smoked up, and now they're looking for something to do on the Dire side. If they can find somebody, they may take him out. Bristleback's there, and now would not be the worst time to mess up his build, but They walked past the Bane, and
It's too fast.
Bane gave the whole fight away.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower
John
is
Pack
under
basically just
attack.
hesitated on the first impale he could have landed. So even though the smoke was pretty much given up at that point, they could have at least killed the Bane. But a little bit of hesitation on the new impale. Now that it's point target, it will cost you a kill like that. Works out for Bane
Yeah,
though.
it's a big difference.
Yeah, it made the hero actually fun to
And
play.
now here comes Puck having to defend in the mid against 3.
Yeah, and Puck generally
it's
a
the
hard
fight
hero
Puck
to push
wants.
into, but not when Puck is level 7. The TA is level 13. Bristle's level 11. This Puck is so far behind. And there's another Fiend's Grip going out. There's an Impale. Will catch him. Most of that goes off. AA ultimate going to land on a couple. TA bouncing in behind the lines with the drums now, trying to focus down Susie. CBX not all that tanky, but they should have enough to kill Susie here. One more kill spray will do it. They're going to take out the other Susie here on the Viper. And that's that team fight pretty much all summed up.
Under attack.
And that's a Radiance about completed on CBX. Needs the
He
recipe.
completed as soon as he walks to the secret shop.
Nah, he still needs the recipe, so he's gonna have to get it delivered. I think it's 50 more gold. I think it's 1250, so he'll have it pretty soon.
1350.
Damn. Alright, so it's not done yet.
Yeah, they changed a lot of item prices recently.
Bottom tower.
That messes me up too. Don't feel bad.
I don't think they changed.
Yeah, if
that, though.
Bristleback gets that Radiance, though, they're gonna have a very hard time taking these fights from now on. Bristleback will literally be able to just walk into them, because they just cannot output enough damage at this point to really take him out.
Alright, well, we see Susie going for a Maelstrom. I don't really know why. I mean, that item did get a bit of a buff. It's good for flash farming waves or farming the jungle very quickly, but it's not what they need right now. He needs to tank up a little bit more. Maybe get a drums, maybe get... what's the other item? Oh, yes, of course, the armlet there for the Lifestealer, just to tank up and be a little bit more effective. Here's CBX, the Radiance debut. All by himself, he will go down, but I think Sheepy might be able to clean up here. No, he's going to get dusted, he's going to get stunned up, and Sap, well, they play a really nice game, and, well, oh, that attack gets off, TA takes him down, but I don't know, that's the problem when you go Radiance. It's just not tanky. Bristleback's a tank. The only way he can do damage is running at people in their face, being right next to them, and taking all the damage. So when you build up a Radiance, even after a Vanguard, it's just, you still can go down pretty quickly if your team can't bait and extend the fight, you know, in some other means, which, I don't know, they really can't.
Yeah, I think that was one of those bad situations where he overextended and it cost him. Here goes the Puck.
Yeah, and not even going over the fact that he was way out of position just by himself, playing too aggressively, because they are 16 kills ahead here at 19 minutes. They lead by 15,000 gold, 15,000 XP.
Yeah, net worth has really got the only one in their ballpark is Lifestealer, and Lifestealer's not doing that well.
Yeah, Weaver picking up the Lincolns here at 19 minutes, so very good timing there. 4-staff on the Bane as well with an earned mana boots and 4-staff. Bane having a really nice game. 6-0 and 6 right now, the most kills in the game besides Sheepy. 6-2 and 8 on the TA, and then we've got CBX. His first death there was right after he got the Radiance. He's 5-1 and 5.
Got all the guys there, but there's AA dropping that ult in there right again every time. Hasn't missed a single one so far. TA is making sure to abuse that Puck every step of the way. And Puck just goes down. Next goes Rubik. There goes the Lifestealer. They're picking them off one after another at this point. We've got disconnect on the Viper this time. Reconnected right after the pause, of course. But GG, congrats on the win. Coming out from Climax, they have everything they need to finish this game off. Here they go, picking off the tower, and nothing really to slow them down.
A lot of coins. A whole lot of internet coins. That equates to about $350, so very well played there by Saf. A lot more confident in Game 2, that's for sure. Game 1 was a little bit sloppy, although they were still able to take out the victory there. But Game 2, pure domination. Yeah,
they made sure they controlled it from get to go. And that's the big keys, guys. Make sure you got everything lined up and just go to town on people. That's exactly where everything needs to line up.